And here we are back for Game 4, final game with this Korok Tempys Uterra deck. We're currently 2-1 with the deck, which is not a bad start, but I would really like to win this one and finish it up 3-1. With the new 4-round draft format, the 3-1 finish always feels like a success. At the, I mean, the prizes for 2-2 aren't bad, but I always feel much better with a 3-1 finish than a 2-2. Okay, so he's playing Necrium and Tempys with the Spite Mage, 4 damage, and then he's going to kill whatever I put across from it. So I think I'll do the Bear Rider, and we'll play out a Swamp Moss Lurker. See what he plays. Maybe the Zephyr Mage and the Cavern Hydra, or maybe depending on how he blocks the Lurker, maybe I can get good value out of my Twin Strength. I guess given that he's playing Spite Mage... Oh, interesting. Given that he's playing Spite Mage, the Hydra's less valuable, since the Spite Mage has the Blightwalker ability. Let's see. So he plays a Stone Fist Giant. No reason for me to use a Twin Strength here. I think I will Zephyr Mage, and then the question is, what else do I want to play? Run combat. I'm in a pretty good position here. I could just play the Raptor to give myself the stronger rank 2 deck. I think I'll do that. He's got a Stone Fist 2 in his deck, so I'd feel good having a Raptor 2. Maybe something like Mystic Tangle Sprout or Mystic Hydra. Stone Fist Giant's potentially a serious problem for me. I don't have, other than like my Zephyr Mage, I guess, trades evenly with a Stone Fist 3, but I don't have much that can trade evenly with a Stone Fist 3. So, like to get as much damage through to him as possible during player rank 2. And the Raptor might be able to help with that. He apparently has a tough decision here. At least he's thinking about it. Tosses out the Witherfrost Banshee. I don't think I'm particularly scared of... Oh, but it... Okay. Don't think I'm particularly scared of the Banshee. Let's... I'm just going to move the Raptor over to get 2 damage in. Mystic will do a little bit of damage, and we'll Tangle Sprout in the middle lane. So, I think I'm happy just to trade here. I'll take 7 damage from him, but get some damage through in return. Swamp Moss Lurker is great for blocking the Witherfrost. Culls, I don't think I'm afraid of the Cull, because I don't think I have much in his deck, or much in my deck, that is going to be... His Cull 2 probably isn't likely to get many of my isn't likely to get many of my strong creatures. So, and he Grave Pacted, so he's actually leveled a lot of removal with the Cull the Weak, the Grave Pact. Yeah, So his strategy really is to stall out for like a Stonefist 3, or maybe he has some other strong level 3s in the deck. But he's definitely well prepared to drag out this game with lots of quality removal. And I haven't been leveling many strong late game cards, so it's likely if this game goes too long that I could find myself in trouble. Am I actually willing to play the Sparkbrand Asur? 7-11 is good at rank 2. Maybe I would... Other options include, like, enraging my Deep Moss Raptor, which is not terribly exciting, but I might do it anyway. Yeah, I think Enrage is a good card to have leveled, and then I will... I'll not happy to do that trade, but... So we're basically even on life. I have a very small advantage on the board going into player rank 2. Zephyr Mage Tangle Sprout is a great way to start. There's his Witherfrost and a Night Gaunt. Glad he did not see that Night Gaunt during player rank 1. Night Gaunt 3 is really scary. Night Gaunt 1 and 2 can be strong in a deck with Uterra when you enrage them. Also can work well with a Necrium New Spirit Leash card, but in general a Necrium Tempest deck doesn't have too many ways to pump up a Night Gaunt, so I'm not so worried about what he's going to do with his Night Gaunt. Let us Zephyr Mage Tangle Sprout this way. Swamp Moss Lurker is likely to be good. Then either the Icebound Fortitude or the Twin Strength, depending on which one gives me better combat outcomes. Should have no trouble killing his Night Gaunt, which is good. Probably going to give mobility to the Tangle Sprout, although again we'll see, depend a little bit on what he chooses to do. Playing fairly aggressively here, not blocking much. Part of that is because, part of that is because I just always err on the side of playing a little bit aggressively. The other thing is I think he probably has a stronger late game than I do, and so I'd like to get the health totals as low as possible to be able to close out this game sooner rather than later. Don't know whether it's going to work for me, but see what his next card is. Another removal spell. Is he going to call my Zephyr Mage or something like that? Grave Pact. Grave Pact. Grave Pact it is. And that's not bad. So we will give the Swamp Moss Lurker mobility, Twin Strength. Okay. So now I'm up on the board. He's up in life, although I can erase his life total by smashing him with the Swamp Moss Lurker next turn. Or not. That actually worked out really well for him, using Firestorm, which is not a card that I see very often in draft, but certainly is situationally quite useful. I'm going to enrage the Ashurian Mystic and see what he does about that. Good. Happy to see a Deep Moss Raptor. Be great to see him miss a draw here. If he doesn't have any strong creatures, the Mystic could be problematic for him. So I guess the question here is, I think I probably Icebound Fortitude instead of Enrage. Or do I just play a Grove Matriarch? Um, I think I like the Icebound Fortitude. Make the Icebound Fortitude. Yeah, I think I like the Icebound Fortitude here. Puts the Mystic at 7. I think there's a big difference between being at 4 and being at 7 with regards to what kind of things he could use to kill it. Gravegeist. So then the question here is, do I play out the Bear Rider, or I think I'll Enrage 3 that. 25-18 is probably challenging for him. He missed his Stonefist Giant draw, so he's actually... there's his Stonefist Giant. And I get 25. No, I don't have the damage through. Let me... could trade with the Tangle Sprout. Let's do it this way. Okay. I'm happy to see a Zephyr Mage 3. Korok for the first time this game. Ouch. Yeah, he's getting great use out of his Firestorm. Not much I can do about that. Excellent. Ashurian Mystic. With either the Twin Strength or the Fortitude. Blast. That's not good. Really not good, actually. Yeah, this is... and now I'm losing the race. But now I think I move the Ashurian Mystic over to this lane. So he has to overwrite his Stonefist Giant if he wants to kill my Mystic this turn. He does have a Spite Mage 3 in his deck, so he could use a Spite Mage 3 to kill my Mystic if he's willing to overwrite the Stonefist Giant. Otherwise, he doesn't have good answers to an 18-20 Mystic. Interesting question here. So, obviously I could enrage the Zephyr Mage in order to save the Zephyr Mage. But I think... I enrage the Mystic to hit him for 30, which is scary. Feral Instinct saves my Zephyr Mage, and Now, if he draws the Spite Mage, I mean, I'm worried about the Spite Mage draw. The Spite Mage draw allows him to kill my Mystic, which I've invested a lot of resources in, but he's not guaranteed to draw the Spite Mage next turn, and if he does, he at least has to overwrite the Zithian Crusher. And I probably get some extra trample damage. Oh, no, I don't get extra trample damage through. Never mind. But I win with my Mystic. Excellent. So, this time the aggressive play of Enraging the Mystic, putting the Mystic into an empty lane, Enraging the Mystic, giving him mobility, worked for me. Took a bunch of damage, but he didn't draw his Spite Mage when he needed it, and that paid off for me. Again, I would have been in trouble if he got his Spite Mage at the right time. On the other hand, I mean, I don't... given that he had Stonefist 3 and was just waiting for Stonefist 3, and I think that was the most scary level 3 that he had in his deck. But I mean, I think that I think I was afraid enough of where his deck was going that I think just stalling out wasn't going to do anything for me. He also had a Night Gaunt that he was leveling, which eventually could have been a factor. So I think I needed to end it, and the Mystic came through for me. So let's hit the battle button here, and that's a 3-1 draft. Thank you all for joining me, and now that I've gotten a feel for this format, I hope to put up more draft videos in the near future. Thanks a lot for tuning in.